Positive Mental Attitude, The Power of Positive Thinking, which is a great book. I read it. In fact, I've read most of the positive mental attitude literature, and nowhere in all of that literature does it say we should ignore negative issues. Don't sweep them under the rug. How about the positive power of negative thinking? Well, let me unpack that for you. And here's where my research started. It was about 1984. Yeah, it was about 84. It was on a rare rainy day in San Diego. My daughter, she was about 3 years old. And on a rainy day, she wanted to be outside with her friends and the chickens and the horses and just having a good time. But she couldn't. So I did what any parent did back in the early 1980s. I put her in front of the boob tube, grabbed a VHS tape, one that said Disney, popped it in there. I didn't know if it was going to be the middle, the beginning, or the end, but I popped it in there. And it was perfect. Because as she's sitting there, on the screen came that dancing Disney bear. Remember that one? You've got to accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative. She was mesmerized. I was too, but for a different reason. I kept thinking, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. But most of my most successful clients were those who didn't eliminate the negative. No, they went into it. They faced it. They looked right at it, and they worked through it. My mentoring clients, my consulting clients, and then I looked at some of the most successful businesses. They, too, didn't eliminate the negative. They illuminated the negative. And then it hit me like a lightning bolt. One of my mentors, Harlem-born James Baldwin, one of my deepest mentors, author, activist, movies. In fact, one of the last lines in his movie, one of his movies, was, "We can't solve everything we face, but we can't solve anything unless we face it." Let me repeat that. We can't solve everything we face, but we can't solve anything unless we face it. She's watching the TV, and I'm thinking, wow, face it. And I moved into that over the years, created a model, illuminate model, face it, follow it, and fix it. Thank you, James Baldwin. And when we work with clients on that, oh my God, the results that we got. In fact, myself, I created inventions based around the illuminate model, face it, follow it, fix it. My most recent invention, right in New York, is in every hospital, New York Health and Hospital, and it came from the face it, follow, fix it model. We faced something very interesting. Doctors and nurses were being burned out from stress, tension, burnout. They weren't just leaving the hospital, they were leaving medicine entirely. Face it. Whew, that's a problem. In fact, before COVID, it was a $4.38 billion per annum problem, and that was before COVID. Follow it. What's causing that? Well, the system is tough, the amount of patients, all that. Follow it. There's no break in the stress cycle for these people. Follow it into the future. We're going to have a shortage of doctors and nurses. The fix, well, we had a hypothesis. Well, what if we put them in front of nature video using the science of biophilia and awe and its impact on the human condition? Can we break that stress cycle? Well, we did, and it's gone crazy, and we're really pleased to be one of the International Healthcare Design Awards for Innovation. Face it, follow it, fix it. What is it that you can face or that you're not facing that you can illuminate? Imagine, if you will, you could have a conversation with your business, and you could ask your business what needs to be illuminated. You could ask your business, and you could hear it answer. That's a trip, huh? Hey, business, what do you need me to do? Those are the core job functions. Listen to the business tell you from its mouth what it needs you to do. Core job functions, write that down. Then you ask, who do you need me to be? And you write down the qualities and characteristics. And then you illuminate. What does that mean? You, as long as you're listening to your business, you get naked, but not stripped of clothes. stripped of ego, and you ask yourself, on the list of core job functions and qualities and characteristics, what can you deliver right now? That's where you're a 10. Yay, accentuate the positive. Where are you a 2, 3, or 4? Time to illuminate the negative and close the gaps. The illuminate model in becoming more effective. And one of the things we found with most successful businesses today, and actually if you look into the past as well, is one of the things they illuminate is their brand reputation, their reputation in the marketplace. They look at themselves as a brand, me, us, we, our association, the organization, and they illuminate that. And over time, we've created a formula. I'm going to hit you with that formula, and you can do it tomorrow, and here's what it is. It's this. It's IBD plus ABI plus SBI is MPV. Here it is. Ready? Here it is. IBD are the intended brand descriptors. What are the descriptive adjectives you want people to say about you? Well, let me tell you about, what are the, and you strategically write those down. Then, that's the IBD. Then the ABI, the ABI, that's the audit of brand integrity. That's where you write on this horizontal axis all the touch points that you interact with, the, shall we say, moments of truth with your prospects, your customers, your clients, your suspects, your employees, your coworkers, your managers, whatever. That's here. Now watch me. You've got this list of the intended brand descriptors. You have this list of your touch points, and you do an audit of brand integrity. You now look and say, in this intersection, am I living the brand? Am I earning that intended brand descriptor? That's brand integrity. Yay! Accentuate the positive. In this one, we're not in brand integrity. That's what we call brand slaughter in the first, second, or third degree. And what we do then is our SBIs, our strategic brand initiatives. That's where we get together and say, what could, might, should, ought we do with the assets that we have to close the gap and live in brand integrity. Accentuate the positive. Don't eliminate the negative. Keep it under the carpet. They multiply like mushrooms. But when you put it in the light of day, sometimes they evaporate like a vampire. Illuminate. Face it, follow it, and fix it. Ask your business, what do you need from me? And step into it. Build your competence and confidence and competence and confidence. And run the illuminated brand model. Build your brand. Earn. Become that person, that organization that earns those intended brand descriptors. That's my story. I'm David Corbin, and I endorse this message. Thank you.